That is not stage, to be honest to you. There's no way in hell.
I feel like it is.
I
feel
don't
like
think it is.
could be.
I don't think it is. For a guy that gets slapped like that on stage, yeah.
They're actors.
They are.
Look, if somebody paid me to get slapped by Will Smith, I'd take it. I'd take the check. Hopefully, people can chime in on this. Tell me if it's
we
staged or not.
need help on this one. I don't think it's staged. She thinks it's staged.
Hello and welcome to Gemini Talks. I am your host, Sonia Villalpando. Today I have Antoine Bellamy joining me. This is our very first episode of Gemini Talks. What I do want to talk about, since I'm here with my husband, and there's probably a lot of married couple or people our age watching this, I want to talk about recent events. Maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't matter, but we want to hear your opinions in the comments. Let us know what you think, and tell me what you think about the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock.
So I like Will Smith and I like Chris Rock, but I'm gonna stand next to Will Smith. The reason why I'm gonna stand next to Will Smith is because sometimes comedians don't know when they go past that line. And so I feel like Chris Rock went past that line, and you gotta think about it. Will went through a whole lot of stuff. I mean, August Alsina. I mean, so much stuff he went through. And
but what do you mean? What did he went through?
Well, you gotta think about it. I mean, his wife splitting up and stuff. I mean, that's tough.
But I don't want to be a devil's advocate, but I mean, that's very. I know you're on Will Smith, but people would say, "What is Chris Rock?" You know, nobody knows. That's what professional comedians do. Professional comedians take low jabs sometimes,
and that's true that they.
Because he wouldn't have been the first person. I feel like so many instances where other comedians that were just like Chris Rock or maybe looked a little bit different, who called women whores or this and that, and nobody's husband went up and jabbed them. No. So I don't like to condone violence, but I do appreciate the fact that he tried in a way to stand up for his wife. And
I think that he should stand up for his wife. That's like if somebody said the same thing about you. I mean, I'm gonna stand up for my wife, but it's other ways to resolve that issue. I mean, do I think he should have? Do I think that should he hit him? No, I don't think he should. But
do you think it changes the fact that they're famous? Does that have anything?
I think that has a
play
little.
With?
I think that has a little bit, because just think about it. If myself hopped on, let's think about like a event or something, and a local comedian made fun of my wife and stuff, and I go out there and slap him or hit him, I'm going to jail. But Will, that didn't happen with Will, because Chris Rock, like he said, that's his brother. That's his brother.
And I feel like even if Chris would have pressed charges, Will has a lot of money that wouldn't affect the same way, if somebody would press charges or want a lot of money out of you, like that changes a regular person's complete life. But to him, it's like pocket change. So with Chris Rock, he's actually he's not gonna press charges, but nobody, I think that he's gonna sue Will Smith. I mean that.
But that sets a line for a lot of comedians, because you got to think about it, like that stuff happened, and you got to think about like all the other comedians. They're not going to pass that threshold.
Do you think times are changing now?
Time is changing. I think the
maybe
U.S.
before you could joke about it and now you can't.
I think the U.S. is getting more sensitive. Because back in the day, you can do all that stuff and it won't be offended. Now these days, I mean, you get offended really easy. If you sneeze on a person on an accident,
Yeah, I feel like even like straight people, even we have to say somehow in an instant, oh, I'm referred as she, like it's not apparent.
Yeah.
But whatever, I'm not trying to talk bad, but I think definitely times are changing and you can't joke about the same things, because there is the internet. Back then they could probably joke, and there's probably not even no recollection of it anymore. Maybe back in the clubs where they did do jokes, nobody had a camera, nobody recorded it, and now it just stays on the internet forever.
You gotta look at it too, that it's not really our time anymore. Our time is going past. It's our kids.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of kids, a lot of younger people, even the younger 20-year-olds have more empathy, those are the people who are changing the stereotype about, who are trying to change the whole sexuality and gender. They're more like,
they're more spoken.
They say we're one, everybody's one, we're all the same, and they really truly believe and take that to heart. And I think even the younger people are gonna obviously grow in that environment. So I feel like the world is changing very rapid. We can't joke about stuff like that, and I feel like we gotta quit it. And violence, even joking.
But even like now, like the generation, like our kids' generation, they're not scared to speak up. You gotta think about back in the day, our parents and us, we were scared to speak up.
Yeah.
And now our kids, our kids' generation, they're not afraid to say what's on their mind and how they feel, whether it's good or bad. So that just
you used to get in trouble for saying something, for sticking up for yourself?
Actually, I was the silent one. I never really stuck up for myself when I was a kid. To be honest to you, I used to be like the quiet one who let stuff slide. And it's till I got older, and I just basically used to bottle all that stuff up inside, and then as I got older, I don't hold back no more. I say what I need to say, and I believe in what I say. So
yeah. And that's something you want to teach your kids too.
Exactly. I teach both of my boys, never be afraid to say what they need to say. Whether people think this wrong. There's somebody out there that's going to agree with you, and not everybody's going to agree with you. So, what about you? How was you when you was little? Like, were you able to speak up? I mean, if you knew something was wrong.
No, not really. No, it was pretty much the same. I feel like we grew up in same times where, you don't speak unless you're spoken to, or you get spanked if you talk a little bit too much.
Yes, yeah, especially when you got family business. And I understand about family business. What my mom would say, what we say in this house stays in this house, and she was really strong about that.
Yeah.
So we wasn't allowed to say, I mean, within the family, we was allowed to say what we need to say, like, especially my mom. I can always go to my mom and tell her how I feel and stuff, and trust me, she gave me the right answer. even if I thought it was wrong, a couple, years go down the line, I'm like, man, you know what? She's right.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, but yeah, tell me. I want to hear.
So I'm
getting kind of hungry, and I want to hear.
No, hold on. We're gonna go back to Will and Jada. That's where All
right.
So, do you think a lot of people were saying too that it was staged? Do you think all that stuff was staged? They said Chris Rock had a thing on his cheek, and he knew it was coming, and Will Smith and Jada were posting about making chaos a few hours before.
That is not staged, to be honest with you. There's no way in hell.
I feel like it is.
I don't think it is.
Could be.
I don't think it is. For a guy that gets slapped like that on stage, yeah.
They're actors.
They are.
Look, if somebody paid me to get slapped by Will Smith, I'd take it. I'd take the check.
Yeah. No. I don't think so. If they don't do like
because
then okay. If you think this is staged, then how come the Oscars are thinking about taking Will's.
Why did they let him go up in the first place? They should have kicked his ass out. Why did they let him
Because they
go
have
up
a
front
because
and like accept it?
It's a plan they still have to. It's a plan they still have to stick to.
No, hell no.
Because you gotta think about it. If they would have taken Will
No,
out,
it's not.
no, it's
Who
a plan.
said that? Who
I
says-
know this.
How
a
do you
plan.
know?
Because the producers,
What producers? You don't know them.
It doesn't. You don't have. To
They
listen.
have control of the footage. If they didn't want that out, they would not have put it out. There's a reason why it's out there.
It's the reason why it is.
Why did
it's
they decide to
live.
put that out there?
It's live, so it's live. Everybody got a phone. Everybody.
Is it really live? Nothing's live, especially the Oscars and stuff like that.
Oscar?
Especially like all that shit.
I'm
It's very, very much edited.
all right. So
Very, very much planned.
So I'm telling you right now, that stuff is not staged, especially if it's reality.
Okay, hopefully people can chime in on this. Tell me if it's
we
staged or not.
need help on this one. I don't think it's staged. She thinks it's staged. I don't think so, because ain't no way in hell I don't think Chris Rock will let another man slap him like that.
Why didn't nobody stand up? It's like people were expecting it.
Because everybody was shocked. Come on, how many times?
Hell no, the people's
how
face
many
in the
times
background, people weren't even looking at him.
How many times Will, ever did something like that? He never did nothing like that. And why would they have
He's
Will?
an actor.
Will is not a violent person.
He could be acting.
Nah. I know when, especially if you
Go
look
back
at.
and look at Chris Rock's cheek.
I looked at his cheek. I looked at everything. I look at Jada, the way she react to
Oh
it.
yeah, and why was Will Smith laughing?
Because the reason why I
He
think
thought it was funny because it
he
wasn't
thought it
that
was
bad.
Yeah, he thought it was funny, but look at his white face. He don't.
I would
he
be
know what's
upset
going on.
too. I mean, if I had that, I'd be upset.
But you gotta think. Okay, what about
because it's me. They're talking about me, and it like.
What about all the times that, Chris Rock? It's not the first time. He did it back in He did it back in 2016. Same deal. So nobody's not going to just kick Will Smith out of the Oscars. There's no way in hell that's going to happen.
You're saying that really confident.
Because I told you, anything I say, I believe in.
That doesn't mean it's right. You could be.
It's not right for what he
believing in
did.
lies.
What he did is not right at all. It can be other ways for him to fix it. It's not right, but to kick him out, who was the other winners? Do you remember the other winners? No, you just remember Will Smith.
I don't care. I don't give a damn about the Oscars.
I'm just saying. So what do you think?
I think it's very much fake, but I mean, no one's ever really gonna know.
Nobody would never know. Nobody would never know. Only,
What else? Do you think anything else? Do you think there are fake stuff that they have given us that they feed to us?
I think, I'm not all for the Oscars. I'm telling you right now. I'm not, because I feel like that Will Smith should have won the Oscars a long time ago. This should not been his first one. Will Smith was a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Come on, Ali. Why he didn't win one for that?
He's a damn good actor.
It's just like the Grammys.
Pursuit of Happiness. What was that other one?
Exactly.
With the dog, where he's like by himself.
The dog when he's by himself.
Yeah. End of Days.
Oh, she's talking
National
about I Am
Anthem?
Legend. I Am Legend.
Oh, I Am Legend?
I Am Legend is actually turned into a series now. A series. Yeah. I'm Legend. He did a lot of great movies he should have won an Oscar for. This should have been his fifth or sixth Oscar.
Yeah. That's what makes it weird too, right? Like, what a coincidence, right?
But it all goes to your legacy. People are never gonna let that down right there. That's his legacy right there.
Well, I mean, and that's why Chris Rock will always be remembered as being smacked.
And that sucks.
That's why Chris Rock is probably gonna end up suing him, right?
Yeah, I think Chris Rock is gonna sue him. And what? You got humiliated on the biggest platform ever. It's like the Grammys. You look at the Grammys. It's a lot of artists that's really great. I still go back to the Cardi B one. I don't think she deserved a Grammy at that time. The very first one. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't watch any of that stuff.
I'm a music guy, so I pay attention to that. So,
well, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. What other stuff do you think they fabricate, or what other instances? Let us know. Also, a few announcements right now. I think we're like right at the end of March, and Cinco de Mayo is approaching.
Woo-hoo.
So make sure you visit us for Cinco de Mayo. We're at 4811 North Brady Street in Davenport. We're going to have a lot of specials. We're going to be outdoors. We're going to have DJ tents. We're going to be selling street tacos outside with a bungee jump.
I love tacos.
No, not a bungee jump.
No, not a bungee jump. You know, it would be
bounce
dope.
house. A bounce house. So let us know if you want to be a vendor, if you have, if you want to do something for that day, let me know. Contact me. But thank you for watching Gemini Talks. We hope to see you guys soon with a little mini series. Thank you.